Disgraceful situation. It's a total witch hunt.
Since taking office, Donald Trump has been besieged by lawsuits and investigations of his inner circle, and his legal woes are only likely to deepen. In January, Trump will lose the protections the U.S. legal system affords to a sitting president.
A major question mark for Trump and for Biden really is whether Donald Trump will be indicted when he leaves office.
Reuters correspondent Jan Wolf broke down the numerous issues Trump could be facing.
Manhattan District Attorney Cy Vance, a state prosecutor, has been investigating Trump and his business for more than 2 years. The investigation began as focused on hush money payments that were allegedly sent to women who said they had affairs with Trump. But there's reason to believe, based on court filings, that the investigation has expanded and could encompass various forms of tax fraud.
Trump has called Vance's case politically motivated harassment.
The Justice Department, of course, could indict Trump, theoretically, if it thinks there are federal charges to be brought against him. There's also no shortage of civil lawsuits against Trump. He's been facing those for years. You have E. Jean Carroll, who is suing Trump for defamation.
Are fighting to right this wrong.
In that case, she says she was raped by Trump. He's called her a liar. She's suing for defamation, essentially saying that he defamed her character by calling her a liar. So that's a case where Trump could at some point have to sit under oath for a deposition.
So there's a lot on Trump's plate, but what's the likelihood of actually seeing him in a courtroom?
So I think there is a gut reaction among certain people that a prosecution of Trump would simply not be in the national interest, even if there were evidence of wrongdoing. Joe Biden said in August that he felt that way, that a federal prosecution of Trump would be bad for the country. But he also said, I'll leave it to my Justice Department. That was a rebuke of Trump, who's been criticized for politicizing the Justice Department under his tenure. Biden made a point of saying, I'll leave it to my Attorney General to decide.
Because in this country, they want.
Then there's the speculation of steps that Trump himself could take to avoid prosecution, namely the presidential pardon.
I commuted a sentence.
In 2018, Trump said he had, quote, the absolute right to pardon himself, a claim many legal scholars dispute.
The pardon power is in the Constitution. It's something the founding fathers of the U.S. discussed at length. It's a very broad power. It was a way of giving a president a way to do justice and show mercy. But it can be abused, one could say, and Trump could even try to pardon himself. A lot of legal experts think that would be unconstitutional. It would make Trump the judge in his own case, which smacks of unfairness, but no one's ever tried it before. So we don't have a court ruling on whether it's proper. So that's a huge question mark. Could Trump issue a broadly worded pardon that is meant to protect himself from future legal jeopardy?
Nobody has done what we've done.